Well, the fallout continues from Harry and Meghan's explosive Netflix docuseries, the couple facing mounting accusations of lying. The latest, a source claiming the Duchess of Sussex was given a 30-point dossier about how to be a royal after she said she wasn't prepared. It comes as the new trailer for part 2 is released. Russell, what do you make of these latest accusations of lying from the couple?
Well, morning, Tracy. Well, I think, Harry and Meghan looked really, really happy at their wedding, didn't they? And it went all downhill pretty soon after that, unfortunately. Now, these latest allegations that have been hit to the couple are pretty serious because Meghan has been bemoaning her time in the royal family and said that, she was all alone, nobody helped her at all. And we've had a raft of stories over the weekend totally rubbishing that, saying that Meghan was given a 30-point dossier. She was given meeting after meeting, help from the Queen's closest trusted aides. It was all there for her, and she didn't want any help. She wanted to do it all on her own, and unfortunately, look where that got them. Yeah,
and we also touched on this one as well, Russell, last week about Prince William. Now has come forward saying reportedly furious over that footage of that interview of Princess Diana, considering that he pleaded with the media to not use that again. Do you think that this clip being shown in this docuseries was intentional?
Well, it's an interesting point. I mean, certainly that we all know that William was completely furious with the BBC's investigation that came forward, saying that, Martin Bashir was a rogue reporter, and he said that piece of film should never be shown again. He said it was not a legitimate piece of journalism. Now, for Harry to use it in his documentary really smacks of this gulf between the brothers, and certainly he would have known what William, his deepest feelings about that. And the people I've spoken to have said, yes, William is outraged at this. He's really angry that Harry would have done it. So, again, whether it was intentional or not, it's it's part of the Netflix deal, and I don't think Harry may have not even had a choice in it, unfortunately.
Well, majority of us have certainly watched that volume 1 of this docuseries. Do you think the royals will be watching it at all?
Well, I can't, a lot of people in the palace are saying, no, they won't watch it. They've just got the palace aides to brief them for it. But I can't believe for a second that they wouldn't want to watch it. I mean, the fact that they've all been named pretty much, William and Kate have come in for a bit of a bruising. Certainly Harry's saying that all the women had to maintain a certain mould in order to become a part of the family. That's quite a pointed reference to Kate, which I found quite extraordinary. Listen, I think they will be watching it, and they'll be ready and waiting with, like the rest of the world, on Thursday for the next instalment.
Well, Russell, there's been a lot of criticism towards Harry and Meghan following the first 3 episodes of this series on Netflix. DC has broken it all down for us this morning, and he has a very different opinion.
I like him. I think that Harry has a real lived experience, Russell, and I think that he has points. Now, whether you think, Meghan is as genuine or as likeable as he is, I feel like his lived experience with his mother and the media, he has something that other people just can't experience. But there was one point I wanted to ask you, and it was something I was thinking about them, about the brothers. When they're in the foursome, which is, I think, in episode 3, and it sort of gets overtaken because Meghan mentions Me Too, but they asked the brothers about whether they fight, and they go, well, we could be fighting now. And it was an odd little joke, and but they took it a little bit too far, and I thought, are the brothers fighting the whole time?
Well, I think, hindsight is a wonderful thing or an awful thing sometimes, isn't it? And I think the cracks showing even back then. And unfortunately, the brothers who have lived through so much. And I get your point about Harry's lived experience. And I think that, a lot of people will have seen the first part of this documentary and really had some sympathy with them. But, once you scratch the surface of this, and as we started right at the top of this, saying that they've come in for a bit of criticism, the cards are falling down with the lies that they're telling to paint their own picture of their own truth, as it were. I think you've got to take some of the things they're saying with a pinch of salt, and so it's not the full picture, and I think that's where they will come a cropper in the end. But listen, they're making their own life, and good luck to them, I suppose.
So, well, that was it. Russell, are you saying they're making it, or not making things up, or exaggerating stories, potentially?
No, I think they are. I think that, they've got to. They're trying to paint a different picture of what actually happened. And again, so the people I've spoken to at the palace have said, especially on this point that Meghan didn't have any help when she joined the royal family. That is patently not true. There was so many people that were at her disposal, and for her to say, you know, I was abandoned, I wasn't given a helping hand. Well, I'm sorry. Well, that doesn't ring true for a lot of the palace.
She said it wasn't like the Princess Bride, Russell. Is it not like the Princess Bride at all?
Well, it's Hollywood at the end of the day, isn't it? And I think that's probably the issue here, unfortunately.
and they're living in Hollywood. All right, Russell, thank you so much. Always great to get also DC's
Can't believe it's not like the Princess Bride. It was devastating.
We'll be chatting to
me.
Russell again later in the week, obviously, once the other 3 episodes drop. All right.
G'day Today Show viewers. Thanks for watching YouTube. Our YouTube channel is fantastic. Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips. Come on, you know you want to.